इसको बिल्कुल आना है फिर।
Hello, welcome to the Poetry Reading with Fertile Brains. Uh, Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I got something to for you, but then I think I have just missed it out. As we begin, as always, with few words. Hi, Jennifer, and thank you for introducing both Nick and also have Ruth, Gargi, and let us begin with a few lines of Joy Harjo. When I begin to listen to poetry, it's when I begin to listen to the stones, and I begin to listen to what the clouds had to say, and I begin to listen to others. And I think, most importantly for all of us, then you begin to learn to listen to the soul of yourself in here, which is also the soul of everyone's else. What a beautiful so that was by Joy Harjo. Please welcome to the show. I would love to have more Neeck words. A beautiful poet and introduced by Jennifer would go first. Let's hear. Please give a round of applause. Please welcome.
Thank you so much. Recovery is like the concept of time. You cannot visibly see, but only its ripple effect as it skips across the water to reach every depth of your future. Flying across the liquid sky, yet this small pebble seems void of gravity. You feel the core of your being look back at you. What do you say? Do you speak of how mer people can exist within, how their soul may be covered in water, but the warmth of the heart beats deep beneath ocean floors, thriving instead of surviving, living instead of simply existing? Recovery says namaste to both happiness and hurts. The restoration of me acknowledges and nods to the restoration of you. You may label every second, but cannot put a price on the fact that for this very minute, you are allowed to breathe, to redo, to make mistakes, and renew. You've deemed the bridge between your heartbeat and the secondhand clamor of life both worthy tools to help rebuild yourself, to assist in remaking your future. In its essence, recovery isn't physically tangible, but instead radiates freedom, an endless level where spirits can connect. It is not made of perfection, but created from an understanding that making progress is synonymous with embarking on journeys. Coast to coast travel and soul exploration means invigoration of the mind and body. You think you can taste it, but this recreation of you is endless. It's an eternal delicacy of the spirit, a morsel that will never melt away as you grow from its nourishment. With this improvement, the vibrations you radiate reach places that eventually call back to you. Reflections on the water only show your current state, but this ever transformative state remembers your scars only to shine who you are. You're a river of diamonds, and no matter what trauma you're healing from, you will forever be inherently priceless. Nothing can change that, not even time itself. End poem.
What a brilliant expression, explanation is inauguration. What a wonderful uh, participation, I would say. More Nick, you should keep coming and presenting your poetry in such a way. So powerful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please, this is his first time joining. Nick was whatever excellent presentation. Uh, I have with me in Ruth, who is sister of Jennifer. Let's welcome Ruth.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Please go ahead.
Okay. My poem is entitled Peaceful Place. You are my peaceful place, my quiet, restful place, away from the noise. A place all my own. I'm sorry. Okay, let me start again. I'm sorry. You are my peaceful place, my quiet, restful place away from the noise. A place all my own in communion at your throne. A place where I can shed my tears and don my fears and unburden all of life's too much for me to bear. At this tranquil place, this holy place, I'm invited to share and know I have your attention and know how much you care. You are my happy place, my friend to laugh with and to cheer, where all my hang-ups disappear and I unravel before you, become bare, unhindered by condemning words and stares, and I don't have to worry. You are the king of the universe, totally in control, the joy of my soul, my grace, my stronghold, my contentment until I get home. You are my ultimate place, my special place of prayer where no one can interfere. For here I am well hid from the tempter's snare. You listen to my heartbeat and close and open doors that tips the scales, all in favor of my blessings, which you've prepared. And here I yield to your righteousness, reform to your will, and learn what it means to be patient and wait and be still. You are my emergency place where the enemy strikes unawares. When the enemy strikes unawares, when he pops up to rule in your place, when he tries to barge his way in uninvited and gets knocked for six when you quench his excitement, detonating all his schemes so they could not manifest or do damage or suffering or misunderstanding. Your arms are always open. Your benevolent mercy cannot be prepared, penned, or spoken. And your pledge to me remains unbroken. You are my future place, my eternal rest, my reward after life's trials, and I've passed the test. Found in you my stability, my hope, my confidence, who exemplifies the journey I should travel on, and not for a moment led me wrong. Eternal One, you prepared for me a mansion, my very own. I will wear a brightly lit crown. No more sorrow will plague my soul. No fearful nights, no dreadful sights, no sad goodbyes, no tearful eyes. For you shall delight my heart to its depths through the ages of eternity in the city of the blessed.
Wow. Excellent, excellent. That is oh, beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. And thank you, Laura and Tal. Thank you, Landon, for your consistent, comments and reaction on these poems. Beautiful. Wow. Please give a round of applause. Please keep coming, Miss Ruth. We love to have you always, every Sunday, the same
Okay.
time. And
All
we
right.
do a
Thank you.
solo, yeah, of course, and more. You too. So please, let's go forward and call upon CJ.
Hi, Jen.
I'm going to read a poem that I wrote, which is going to be in my newest book that's coming out sometime this year, probably more like fall, I think. But it's so important to like pass the torch on to younger writers. And I was blessed and fortunate enough to have James Baldwin pass the writing torch on to me. So this is kind of what this poem is about. It's about passing the torch on. Hope springs eternal. I am the hope of my mother, her mother's mother. I am tenacious. I am perseverance. I am lullabies sung and long forgotten by way of the African Nile. I was born a Black girl, grew into Black womanhood. I am 1,000 generations of stories waiting to be born and told. I am history walking. I breathe and write so that future generations of Black girls after me would live loud, live their lives fearlessly. No hiding in the shadows, no shrinking themselves smaller, transcending mother's fragile dreams of deferred yet to be fulfilled hope. I am made eternally optimistic with mother's and great-grandmother's infinite expectation of what is and can be possible. Black bird, Black girls, spread your wings and fly. Soar beyond the northern and southern sky. Black girl, blackbird fly.
Excellent. No hiding in the shadows, exactly. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Miss CZ. That's her powerful poem. Let's go across to Dr. Colonel Gopal Purdhani. Please welcome Gopal Purdhani.
Thank you very much, Prasanna ji. After these three beautiful English poems, I want to bring back you to the Hindi and Punjabi. In both the poems, very short poems, I'm going to describe two different conditions of the mankind, the life. One is when somebody is very sad. Another is when somebody is very glad. He almost have found the God in himself. So first poem in Hindi, I would like to recite. It is about the sad state of affairs of the mind. The heading of this poem is हिंदी में है नई डगर नया रास्ता जब गम के बादल छा जाएं प्रसन्ना जी जब गम के बादल छा जाएं सब और मुसीबत आ जाएं जब होश तेरी घबरा जाए आशा के दीप जला लेना कोई नई डगर बसा लेना कोई नई डगर बना लेना जब राहें उल्टी पड़ जाएं अपने ही पीड़ा पहुंचाएं रिश्ते में दरारें आ जाएं तब रिश्ते नए बना लेना कोई नई डगर बना लेना जब रात अंधेरी छा जाए सन्नाटे से दिल घबरा जाए और अकेली ही तू रह जाए उम्मीद का दीप जला लेना कोई नई डगर बना लेना कोई नई डगर बना लेना ये था जिंदगी का वो हिस्सा जो कभी भी किसी पर भी आ सकता है और उसको कैसे टैकल करना है वो मैंने बोला है एक मैं वो कंडीशन बताना चाहता हूँ जब इंसान को भगवान के नजदीकी मिल जाती है जब इंसान को भगवान की मेहरबानी मिल जाती है जब इंसान से भगवान का इश्क हो जाता है प्यार हो जाता है दोनों का। ये पंजाबी में पोइम है कि मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी। इश्क हकीकी होता है भगवान से प्यार। जब मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी, टोटे टोटे कंबली मेरी में एक एक सीतर सीती। टोटे टोटे कंबली मेरी मैं एक एक सीतर सीती। मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी, मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी। फिर कहता कि मेरी कंबली विच दाग हजारां, कुछ मेरे अपने कुछ दिते यारां। मेरी कंबली च दाग हजारां, कुछ मेरे अपने कुछ दिते यारां। दाग चोटियां दी की मैं दसां, दाग धोंदियां दी की मैं दसां। की मेरे ऊपर बीती, मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी। भगवान के साथ प्यार हो गया है। वो हालात क्या होता है, एक एक करके दाग मल मल धोया। मैं एक एक करके दाग मल मल धोया। एक एक हंजू मैं कला ही रोया। एक एक हंजू मैं कला ही रोया। सबना दे खुंडे खड़काए, मेरी मदद न किसी ने की। हुण होया इश्क हकीकी। ये वो कंडीशन है जब कोई मदद करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, और भगवान जो है वो आता है, वो मदद करता है। तो फिर क्या हुआ कि असली रमज समझ मैनू आई। उसकी असली नब्ज रमज समझ मैनू आई। अज मैं अपनी कीमत पाई। मेरे महरम मेरे अंदर, नाम अंदर ना मसीती। मेरा महरम महरम मेरा जो भगवान है मेरे अंदर, नाम अंदर ना मसीती। मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी, मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी। टोटे टोटे कंबली में एक एक सीतर सीती। मैनू होया इश्क हकीकी। नमस्कार, धन्यवाद।
Hakiki, a light of hope and beautiful presentation, sir. As always, light of wisdom you always give out. Thank you so much, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friend. That was Colonel Gopal Purdhani. Please welcome our award-winning writer, Miss Laura Grevel.
Thank you very much, Prasanna. What a feast already today. Beautiful work. I'll read a piece called In the Forest. I stand in the forest of my life, looking up a thin trunk to reach the light, while the hummingbirds strum their tireless wings, the mockingbirds jig their endless tricks, and all below me is night. Thick trunks of fear, the smell of moss and a bitter wind. I stand below and try to see, smell stems of rot and all that's not. I look up to see a light that beckons, see a face peer down. She looks like me. I stand in the crowded forest in my head, look up to view past lives I've led. I see a young girl marking wishes on brittle sticks. I see the middle years counting strands on children's heads. I see the old years walking lands on moving sands. I see it takes every second of every breath of every day of every life I've ever lived. And the mockers call beneath the tree and walk in segregate geography. And the hummers hum beneath the tree and sigh in time with no one near or free. And I stand, I wait, for the nightingale's high trill to reach my will. to tell me just what would be right in the crowded forest of my night. Thank you very much.
The subtle way of reading, beautiful. I like your reading, especially Laura. What a pleasant. It's very pleasant to hear with your beautiful lines as well. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Laura Grevel. Please welcome Miss Meena Chauhan.
Good evening and good morning, all my poets. Today I'm going to read in Hindi a small poem. जाड़े की रात. जाड़े की रात. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात. घने कोहरे से लिपटी रात. घने कोहरे से लिपटी रात. साए साए करती हवाएं. देर रात घर लौटते कुछ ऐसा देखा और सिहर गई. साए साए करती हवाएं. देर रात घर लौटते कुछ ऐसा देखा और सिहर गई. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात. फुटपाथ पर सोते लोगों को गरमाते साथी कुत्ते को देखा. फुटपाथ पर सोते लोगों को गरमाते साथी कुत्ते को देखा. एक दूसरे का सहारा बने सिकुड़ कर सोए ठंड में. एक दूसरे का सहारा बने सिकुड़ कर सोए ठंड में. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात. सोने की कोशिश करता हुआ. सोने की कोशिश करता हुआ आदमी के साथ चिपका हुआ कुत्ता. सोने की कोशिश करता हुआ आदमी के साथ चिपका हुआ कुत्ता. कौन किसको सहारा दे रहा. कौन किसको सहारा दे रहा. कौन किसका सहारा ले रहा. कौन किसको सहारा दे रहा. कौन किसका सहारा ले रहा. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात. आधी रात. आधी रात ओस की चादर ओढ़े खड़ी थी. आधी रात ओस की चादर ओढ़े खड़ी थी. बीसियों छेद वाली कंबल ओढ़े सो रहा इंसान. बीसियों छेद वाली कंबल ओढ़े सो रहा इंसान. मुझे अफसोस है. मुझे अफसोस है उस रात का नजारा देख. मुझे अफसोस है उस रात का नजारा देख. मैं क्यों नहीं उड़ा आई. मैं क्यों नहीं उड़ा आई. मैंने जो ओढ़ रखा था गरम दुसाला. मैं क्यों नहीं उड़ा आई. मैंने जो ओढ़ रखा था गरम दुसाला. हमें क्यों नहीं एहसास होता. हमें क्यों नहीं एहसास होता दर्द भरा नजारा. हमें क्यों नहीं एहसास होता दर्द भरा नजारा. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात. मुझे याद है वो जाड़े की रात.
Very beautiful, man. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Wow. What a nice, kind of poems that we are, getting to hear today. Very touching.
Thank you.
Beautiful, man.
Thank you, Prasada. Thank you so much.
And everybody is very much, very silent, and sublime, kind of thing. So, thanks to you all. Like, Happy New Year. That was Meena Chauhan. Please, Miss Meena Chauhan, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Up next is Gargi, Dr. Gargi Saha. I'm afraid she's not repeating, and I could go across to land and carry. Yeah, Manatita Hutchinson.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Let me pull up my poem. Okay. Nothing from nothing. Sub-zero. I came from nothing and lived in the nakedness of nothing, in a sub-zero temperature of dark nights of melancholy for eons. I lived with the cold chill as my friend, feeding on morsels while struggling with the challenges of warmth, food, and shelter to sustain life. Fast forward to another era of evolution, and I no more rise from troubled sleep, waiting for the dawn and overwhelmed with sorrows. I have retrieved the value of nothing, woven it to something, and found the happiness that was hidden in the sub-zero of my nothingness. I have retrieved the value of nothing, woven it to something, and found the happiness that was hidden in the sub-zero of my nothingness. I have discovered that empathy is an act of love, coming from a virtuous and prudent heart, that when I was lost in insecurity and fear, the journey of aloneness was preparing me, like the foundation of a building, to the point of being handed the keys when the work was done. It has been a long road, but a rewarding experience. Now I offer tears with my inner longing, spilling on the folds of love's beauty, wooing the marvel of her lips, and the golden doorway to my heart's holiness. I take the nothingness of a void now turned into affection, rolling it on the tip of her nose, my fingers running down her throbbing chest, my own heaving to the sound of a distant melody, where our breaths play together as one. Our ardent love points to waves of potential turbulence, so I can walk around them safely to our abode of joy. Oh, love, if only you touch that sweet spot where everything gives meaning to my being. Even in sleep does my agonies flow like a river, for the fire of my yearning cannot be quelled. When you are not near, I see you smiling sweetly, even on the crest of distant memories. A deep passion etches into my heart, burning away millennial sorrows, heightening the fluttering resonance of my heart's happiness. Such a long way to travel. Dressed in rags in the nakedness of my nothing, frozen foliage from fresh snow was my only companion. There was a dearth of your smile, the radiance of your light, the warmth of your affection in a sub-zero environment. Yet you came, freeing me from my emptiness. You showed me the nothingness in my nothing, a sub-zero realm in which you hid all my somethingness, turning it into my fullness. I arose like a phoenix in burning flames, turning my nothingness to fullness with your perennial joy. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Long road at a rewarding experience. That's what you believe. Oh, wonderful. As always, it's like hearing you is like listening to you is always like reading a book. I always say that. And I hope everyone agrees with me. Definitely everyone agree with you, with me. And please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Landon Kere, Raka Manatita Hutchinson. Uh, please welcome Dr. Gargi Saha. Dr. Gargi Saha. Please unmute your mic, ma'am. Dr. Gargi Saha. Okay. Let us. Jennifer is up next. Please unmute your mic, Jennifer.
Happy New Year, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Hi. Yesterday on the Fertile Brains, Nasreen posted a 3-liner, and it was about love lied and a one-night stand. That inspired me to write a very short poem, which I'll give now, and I've titled my poem Lost Again. as love lied, something inside died. I loved and lost again. A lifetime love I once more failed to gain. By trusting the wrong man, I now sadly became a cast-away woman. End of poem.
I understand your pain, Jennifer. I understand your pain. Please give a round of applause, friends. No matter what, short or big, the expression is important. So that's the, that's what she, excelled in expressing that. That was Jennifer, and please welcome Dr. Gargi Saha. Gargi, please unmute your mic. Miss Gargi, yeah.
Audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, sir, for inviting me on this platform. It's a proud privilege for me. Today, I'm going to recite a poem entitled Bangles. Round and round, big and small, shiny, sparkling, glossy, motley, marvelous designed. It's ready to be worn by maiden and woman. So pretty are those bangles. Round and round they revolve, hand in the center, and revolve round at dawn and dusk. They revolve in different seasons, climates, and how beautifully adorn a woman's hand. I wonder at the artifacts embedded in the slender curves of the bangles. Each dot, lines, appear perfect. What craftsmanship in those brave bangles who clatter together in unison to sing, dance, and rejoice in the galaxy of ours. Round and round they form circles, a rainbow on the hand, glittering in golden circles. How I adore those pretty bangles that beautify a woman's hands. Thank you.
That was on bangles. Wow. Nice description, beautiful narration. Please give a round of applause for the poet in sensation, Gargi Saha. Please welcome Miss Shobha Deshpande. Miss Shobha Deshpande. Ma'am, please unmute your mic. Shobha Deshpande.
नमस्कार, वनक्कम, सत श्री अकाल। आज बहुत सारे न्यू फ्रेंड्स है, न्यू ईयर में न्यू फ्रेंड्स, न्यू कोलिग्स। ऑल ऑफ यू वेलकम टू आवर ग्रुप। अच्छा, हम कल राम मंदिर का वर्षगांठ हुआ, 1 ईयर हो गया, और 11 जनवरी 1966 में लाल बहादुर शास्त्री का निधन हुआ था कल, और 3 विशेष बात हुए थे। और आज हम छोटे छोटे बोलेंगे 2 कविता। आज क्या है, विवेकानंद का जन्मदिन है। टुडेस विवेकानंद बर्थडे। लाल बहादुर शास्त्री के उनके याद में लिखी थी। उत्तर प्रदेश के मुगल सराय में जन्म, उत्तर प्रदेश के मुगल सराय में जन्म, प्रसाद श्रीवास्तव के दुलारी देवी के लाडले, प्रसाद श्रीवास्तव के दुलारी देवी के लाडले 1927 में उन
Ma'am, please unmute, please unmute. Please unmute, ma'am. Shobha, ma'am, please unmute.
नहीं आया क्या? हाँ, ओके ओके ओके।
Yeah, please, please, go ahead.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। लाल बहादुर शास्त्री का मैं आज बोली हूँगी। और उत्तर प्रदेश मुगल सराय में जन्म, प्रसाद श्रीवास्तव दुलारी देवी के लाडले पुत्र, और 1927 में उनकी अर्धांगिनी नीलावती देवी काशी विद्यापीठ शास्त्री पद मिला, और लोकमान्य तिलक से प्रभावित स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में प्रमुख पात्र, 7 साल जेल में रहकर केंद्र रेलवे रवाना शाखा में मंत्री पद, प्रथम महिला कंडक्टर को कितना नियमित कर नौकरियां महिला प्रधान पात्र देकर महिलाओं गौरवान्वित किए। और लाल बहादुर शास्त्री ऐसे थे, लाल बहादुर नाम था जिनका भारत माता के लाल थे, भारत माता के लाल थे। कद में चाहे छोटे थे, पर दुश्मनों का काल थे। सादा जीवन उच्च विचार, यही था उनका प्राण आधार। बचपन जिनका कष्ट भरा था, क्योंकि वो पीठ पर रखकर नदी पार करते थे पढ़ाई के लिए। बचपन जिनका कष्ट भरा था, पर निश्चय में बहुत खरा था। जवान किसान संग खड़ा किया था, नारा जिसने हमें दिया था, जय जवान जय किसान, बोलो भारत माता की जय। उनका कल लाल बहादुर शास्त्री का हुआ। रामचंद्र के बारे में तो आपको मालूम ही है, विवेकानंद के बारे में भी मालूम है। फिर भी आज विवेकानंद का जन्मदिन के अवसर पर अभी सभी साथियों को ये अर्पित। వివేకానందుని 12వ జనవరి 1863లో జననం. ఇతని పూర్వ నామధేయము నరేంద్రనాథ్ దత్త. రామకృష్ణ ప్రియ శిష్యుడు, ప్రఖ్యాత ఆధ్యాత్మిక నాయకుడు, చరిత్రలోనే ప్రముఖ వ్యక్తి, రామకృష్ణ మఠం వ్యవస్థాపకుడు. 1893లో స్వామి వివేకానంద్ షికాగోలో ఉపన్యాసం. 1893లో స్వామి వివేకానందం షికాగోలో ప్రసంగం నలుమూలల శాంతి వ్యాపింపజేసి రాజయోగ, కర్మయోగ, భక్తి యోగ, జ్ఞాన యోగ సాహిత్య రచనలు రాసి అజ్ఞానులకు వెలుగును చూపించి విద్యావంతులకు వెలుగునిచ్చి ప్రయత్నం చేసి ఓడిపోమని, ప్రయత్నం చేయడంలో మాత్రం ఓడిపోకు అని మానవాళికి వారి దివ్యత్వాన్ని జ్ఞాపకం చేయడం, దాన్ని నిత్య జీవితంలో ఎలా అభివ్యక్తం చేయడంలో తెలియచెప్పడం, నిత్య జీవితంలో ఎలా అభివ్యక్తి చేయడం, తెలియపరచడం. కఠిన పరిస్థితులలో కూడా మనం ధైర్యంగా ఉండడం, తనకు నచ్చిన పని ఏ మూర్ఖుడైనా సరే బాగా చేయగలగడం, తనకు నచ్చని పనిని చేయలేకపోవడం. మనం సుఖంగా ఉండాలంటే ఇతరులు సుఖంగా జీవించేలా చేయడమే. జీవితంలో ధనం కోల్పోతే కొంత కోల్పోయినట్లు, కానీ వ్యక్తిత్వం కోల్పోతే సర్వస్వం కోల్పోయినట్లు. కానీ వ్యక్తిత్వం కోల్పోతే సర్వస్వం కోల్పోయినట్లు. విజయం కలిగిందని విర్రవీగకు, విజయం కలిగిందని విర్రవీగకు, అపజయం కలిగిందని నిరాశపడకు, అపజయం కలిగిందని నిరాశపడకు. విజయం మేమి అంతం కాదు, విజయం మేమి అంతం కాదు, అపజయం తుది మెట్టు కాదు, అపజయం తుది మెట్టు కాదు. రోజు ఒకసారైనా మీతో మీరు మాట్లాడుకోండి, రోజుకు ఒకసారైనా మీతో మీరు మాట్లాడుకోండి. లేకపోతే ఒక అద్భుతమైన వ్యక్తితో సంభాషించే అవకాశాన్ని కోల్పోతారనుకోండి, లేకపోతే ఒక అద్భుతమైన వ్యక్తితో సంభాషించే అవకాశాన్ని కోల్పోతారనుకోండి. ఓర్పు అనేది ఎంత చేదుగా ఉంటుందో, ఓర్పు అనేది ఎంత చేదుగా ఉంటుందో దానివల్ల లభించే ప్రతిఫలం తీయగా ఉంటుంది, దానివల్ల లభించే ప్రతిఫలం తీయగా ఉంటుంది. మీ వెనుక ఏముందో ముందో చూసుకోక, మీ వెనుక ముందో చూసుకోక, నీలో ఏముందో అనేది ముఖ్యం చూసుకో, నీలో ఏముందో అని ముఖ్యం చూసుకో. యవ్వనం సౌందర్యం అదృశ్యమైతాయి, యవ్వనం సౌందర్యం అదృశ్యమైతాయి. జీవిత సంపద మాయమవుతాయి, జీవిత సంపద మాయమవుతాయి. నువ్వు ఒక పనిని చేస్తున్నప్పుడు దానికి మించి వేరే దేనికి ఆలోచించవద్దు. నువ్వు ఒక పనిని చేస్తున్నప్పుడు దానిని మించి వేరే దానికి ఆలోచించవద్దు. దాన్ని ఆరాధనగా ఆరాధనగా ఓర్చుచు ఆ పనిని చేస్తున్న తీపే నీ జీవితమంతా దానికే అర్పించు, నీ జీవితమంతా దానినే అర్పించు. भारत माता की जय. सैल्यूट लाल बहादुर, सैल्यूट विवेकानंद. धन्यवाद. आज बहुत ही प्रसन्न हुआ कि प्रसन्ना जी ने हमें इतना अवसर दिया. बहुत बहुत बधाई. और नए लोगों को जोड़े बहुत आनंद हुआ. बहुत बहुत कंग्रेट्स.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I remember only one poem. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Good evening, dear friends. For your information, let me tell you, January 2005 is the Human Trafficking Awareness Month. This month is Human Trafficking Awareness. This trafficking poses threat to peace, freedom, safety of human beings. Victims are forced to engage in illegal activities like commercial sex acts to generate income. Trafficking uses force to obtain labor work. This is high time to stop human trafficking and exploitation. In this context, I like to present rendition on human trafficking. The title of the poem is Empower Connection. Empower Connection. Ceaseless rain beats upon heart of beings. They twist, scream in pain of trafficking. Ceaseless rain beats upon heart of beings. They twist, scream in pain of trafficking. Every day alienated, bruised, screamed, turned heavy. Parents lost tones by echoes of distant weeping. Every day alienated, bruised, screamed, turned heavy. Parents lost tones by echoes of distant weeping. Logic fails to parents. Reason sleeps. at midnight resume sanity, ask themselves where their children live? Question mark. Logic fails to parents. Reason sleeps. At midnight, resume sanity. Ask themselves where their children live? Question mark. Parents screamed that be the change. Defeat human trafficking, which is a moral calling of present time. Parents screamed that be the change. Defeat human trafficking, which is a moral calling of present time. Human trafficking are vulnerable of depression, grief-stricken, pain oozes out, makes river of blood. Human trafficking are vulnerable of depression, grief-stricken, pain oozes out, makes river of blood. Recognize indicators of human trafficking, learn to prevent this crime and how to respond. Recognize indicators of human trafficking, learn to prevent this crime and how to respond. Thanks, dear friends. This is the end of this rendition. Thank you once again.
Very important poem you presented, man. Very important, topic. It's very, issue that has to be dealt world across. Human trafficking is very concerning, and being human, it's very important to how to resolve the issue of, like very crucial aspect. Thank you for presenting, ma'am. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That's for Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik. Please, Isaac Cohen is up next. Please, Isaac, go ahead. Isaac, please go ahead. Unmute your mic, please. Isaac, unmute your mic, please.
Try.
Isaac, are you there?
Kidnapped, and I hope there was agreement and a deal that the kidnapped will return to his family. I the call. I want to renew your life. The wall stands up like the wall of Berlin. Can I break like that? Thank you, Cohen, Israel.
Thank you, Isaac. It was a nice poem, but we didn't get most of the, majority of, the word because of this.
Can you read it once again? Can you read it once again?
Yeah, please, please.
Yes.
But
yes, Cohen. Power. I want to return you to your families. I want to renew your life. The wall stands up like the wall of Berlin. Can I break like that? Thank you, Cohen, Israel.
thank you, Isaac. Hope everyone, if you got the point of what he is expressing, tried to express, but then I could. That was Isaac. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Ray Whitaker.
Yeah.
Ray.
Good morning from Colorado. I know it's evening for most of you all, but I'm still working on my coffee here. So thank you for having me on, Prasanna. I appreciate every time I come, hearing all the fine poets from all over the world. It's just very empowering for me. Thank you. I have one piece for you this morning. It is about, well, the title is Remembering in the Evening. Reflecting on how the day started, not in the usual meditation or just coffee, in that texting conversation with a new friend, respectful for some time now with a good morning, sometimes lighthearted, sometimes not, following each other's thoughts, many times racing ahead into what's next. Wistful that it's not a FaceTime or actually talking. Imagine that these days. It happened early, over coffee with tousled hair, rubbing sleepy eyes. If this was a FaceTime, I'd need to wear something other than only a bathrobe and sit properly in my overstuffed blue chair. I don't know what she's wearing or how her eyes look. A blank, all that non-verbal communication between two people that could take place. Life can be development of those true friends, those that will come unflinchingly down into the muddy trench with you, just because you are there already. That sort an act of joining, warm empathy. This that pushes the invisible border, one that is felt in a sort of sensibility between love and friendship. If there ever was one. Thank you.
As always, I always appreciate your coming and reading out your beautiful, not words, I mean, like beautiful rumination, I would say. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for, taking this chair and coming and showing this huge, immense respect. Please welcome our love poet, Dr. Jahangir Alam Rustom. You have joined for just like 30 minutes? Yeah, you need to wait for your turn. Yeah, please. Dr. Jahangir Alam Rustom.
Greetings from Bangladesh. Thank you, Prasanna, for inviting me in this beautiful poetry orchestra. Okay, I will recite one poem from one of my book, Psalms of Love. The name of the poem, A Drenched Woman. On a rainy day, a woman stood silently in an open space. Drenched she was, within the rainwater with a pale face. Was she weary with stress in the ceaseless rainwater? Ever traveling she was. The storm were in the shower. Rainwater was rolling down over her charming face. How unique and beautiful she was, with curling hair and a scanty dress. I gawked and gazed at the tense woman by standing from afar. I would express my inner speech if I had stayed with her. Hot romance, a thrilling, an ever-enjoying feeling, as each drop of ceaseless rain pronounced singing. Soundless, speechless, the drenched woman. Untouched she was, and stayed alone. Amazing. The rain-soaked dress with her untidy hair. How unique and wonderful she was while moving in the gusting air. The blinking eyes of the dressed woman with red-colored lips. How outstanding she was with the untied breast and round-shaped hips. Passion grew over my unstable mind. If the dressed woman invited me, how thrilled I was around a blooming flower like an intoxicated bumblebee. Thank you.
Beautiful poesy, sir. Beautiful poesy. Poetry is beautiful. Do you write in Bengali, sir?
No, though I Bengali, but I cannot write in Bangla. I read only
Yes,
English
sir.
poetry, and I have written 27 English poetry books. That is famous all over world.
That's remarkable. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. It's a beautiful poem. Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you for coming and thank you for presenting.
Welcome.
Please
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Can I read another one?
Shyamaprasad Patnaik. I'm afraid one, sir. Shyamaprasad, Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik.
Dear poets, a happy, prosperous New Year once again. And thanks, Prasannaji, for inviting me to recite my poem. Today, I am going to recite one of my poem, which was written 3 years ago. It is also a love poem. And the poem was published in the Philippine magazine, one anthology. That is Love You to the Moon and Back. So I am going to recite that poem. The poem's title is Heart Pronounce Your Name. Here it goes. It's an acrostic poem. I can't measure fathomless depth of my love. Love for you is immense and indecipherable. Outward expression of my love is not possible. Varied emotions are erupted like lava from the volcano of my soul. Every beat of my heart pronounce your name. You are my heartthrob amongst millions. Other people may treat me as crazy lover. Under blue azure, wanna fly with you to cross the infinite horizon. There is no limit whatsoever to my love for you. Our true love is a recreation of another immortal love story. The story narrated several times with same flavor and romance. High above the sky, I can soar to get back your love. Everyone gets jealous of your captivating and luscious smile. My love for you can't be expressed in words and lines. Only I can express my love through my eyes, movements, and actions. On each and every moment of Earth's axis rotation, you are in my dreams. Never forget moonlit night under blooming cherry tree about our sweet union. Amidst the melodious sweet songs of nightingale in romantic spring season. Not any solitary moment when you are not in my memory and soul. Dawn brings back your memories after each night when awakened. Behind every successful mission, you have been my inspiration. Anywhere you go, I will follow you to moon without any inhibition. Come, let us swear to Mars hand in hand without precondition. Kaleidoscopic prism of euphoria reflects myriad colors of our love and emotion. And that is the end of my poem. Thanks for watching and listening. Thank you.
Wow, beautiful expression, sir. Beautiful, beautiful. We got very good poet, besides Dr. Jahangir Alam, who is also a love poet, and now Shyamaprasad. Prasad Patnaik too is a love poet, but I would love to know, the inspiration behind the poem, sir. Please, if you
No,
could share.
it's only a perception, sir. It's only a thought, not
But you're all,
covering any person, of course.
yeah,
It
but
must be
every week you're coming.
revolving yeah, not to anyone, of course.
But every week you are coming up with love, romantic thing, but
It
that's
depends on the reader's perception, sir.
no, but that's very beautiful, very beautiful, very beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear sir.
Thank you,
And
thank you very much.
he has Lantern has beautiful words for you to, you could, if you could listen to him. Lanterns, please go ahead, sir. If you could just, it's all about inspiration, no? Yeah. Let's go across to Saraswati Poswal, ma'am.
Hello, good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam to everyone. Thank you so much, K. Kumar ji, for inviting and giving this opportunity. I'll go with one of my Hindi poem today, as it was a Hindi day yesterday, so I'll recite my Hindi poem. The title of my poem is Hindi Ka Prachalan. हिंदी का प्रचलन कम होता देख मैंने हिंदी का प्रचलन कम होता देख मैंने माता पिता अपने स्टेटस सिंबल के लिए मुन्ना को इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल में पढ़ाते हैं हिंदी का प्रचलन कम होता देखा मैंने माता पिता अपने स्टेटस सिंबल के लिए मुन्ना को इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल में पढ़ाते हैं जब स्कूल को जाता है मुन्ना हेलो हाय उसको सिखाते हैं जब स्कूल को जाता है मुन्ना तो हेलो हाय उसको सिखाते हैं माना कि अंग्रेजी बोलने में शान होगी हिंदी बोलने से कौन सा बाबा बोले दुनिया वीरान होगी हिंदी बोलने से कौन सा बाबा बोले दुनिया वीरान होगी जैसे जैसे बड़ा होता मुन्ना आदर सम्मान सब भूल गया जैसे जैसे बड़ा होता मुन्ना आदर सम्मान सब भूल गया जो पहले बड़ों को प्रणाम करता था छूता था पैर उनके जो पहले बड़ों को प्रणाम करता था छूता था पैर उनके हेलो हाय में झूम गया अम्मा बोली पोते से बात करूं पोता बोला आई एम बिजी दादी अम्मा बोली पोते से बात करूं पोता बोला आई एम बिजी दादी विल टॉक टू यू लेटर दादी विल टॉक टू यू लेटर दादी बोली अंग्रेजी का क्या जुनून ये तो हमारे पैर छूना और हमें मिलना ही भूल गया ये अंग्रेजी का क्या जुनून ये तो हमारे पैर छूना और हमें मिलना ही भूल गया तब जाकर माता पिता को ये एहसास हुआ हमसे क्या ये कसूर हुआ बाबा बोले संबोधन में मधुरता सिखाओ हिंदी अपनी मातृभाषा है उसे दामन ना छुड़ाओ अंग्रेजी भी बोलो हिंदी संग संस्कार भी अपनाओ कसे कान मुन्ना के पिता ने बोले तू संस्कार कैसे भूल गया आज से ही घर में हिंदी का चलन होगा दादी खुश दादा खुश पोते ने उनको प्रणाम किया और आशीर्वाद संग दादी बोली बाय अब ये कविता यहीं समाप्त करते उम्मीद है पसंद आई होगी थोड़ा सा एक्चुअली वी आर सेंडिंग द चिल्ड्रन टू द स्कूल एंड ये कल्चर ही हो गया हम लोग की सोसाइटी का कि इंग्लिश ठीक है इंग्लिश इज अ नेसेसरी लैंग्वेज आना चाहिए इट शुड बी बट you should not forget your language our children they are not these days they are not able to speak in Hindi properly Yes, I'm observing this because all the children, those who are coming to study here as a tutor, I'm taking their classes. They can't talk in Hindi, so we have to push them for Hindi also. This is happening these days. Anyhow, thank you. Wish you happy Lohri, happy Makar Sankranti, and Hindi Divas to everyone. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. That's indeed the best. Please welcome, please give a round of applause, my dear friends, and please welcome our earth poet, Muhsine Arda.
Hello, dear friends. It's lovely to be with you in the new year. And really, I'm very happy to be with you again. Dear Saraswati, it was fantastic to listen to your language, and a happy Hindu day for all of you. And I hope that this new year will bring all the goodness to us. Let's hope. Let's pray for it. My poem is titled Compassion. The kings are stealing. The people are experiencing. NGOs are mushrooming, asking for help more and more. My heart is bleeding. Pimps are everywhere. Sex slavery is flourishing. Either a captive of war in search of a glamorous life, slum daughters are lured, tortured, exploited, crying for help. My heart is bleeding. Genetically modified food distributed universally. The earth is suffering. Illnesses are increasing. Everybody first ignores, then asks for help. My heart is bleeding. Global corporations are deforesting the rainforests, causing unprecedented disasters and global warming. Environmentalists panic, warning and begging for help. My heart is bleeding. Civil wars are erupting. While manufacturers get rich, bombs and bullets are killing people and forcing mass displacement. While the United Nations, piece by piece, seeks worldwide peace, without universal collaboration, though, my heart is bleeding. When my loved ones at home need my love and help, I say that I'm tired. They call me a heartless bastard. I light a candle and say to myself, I am compassionate, but have a compassionate fatigue. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you.
Again, very
Thank you.
important poem.
Thank you so much.
Presented, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity, taking of this opportunity and presenting. It's a very important point. My dear friends, there will not be any, Sunday recital for the coming Sunday, so kindly observe. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Molly Joseph.
Yes, here comes my poem. My life trajectory it is. There it flows, my journey. I take you all with me. The morns that walk up with me. For the much awaited dawns. The nights of languid slumber. Endured in dreams of delirious pain and pleasure. I take you all with me. The flowers who smiled and waved, the touch me nods that winked to pave way, the doting eyes that followed as blessing and care, those shadows that fell on my way, I take you all with me. The sweet face, echoing my voice. The sweet faces puckered in smiles, unconditional. The love that bide its way round the corner. The love that bide its way round the corner. And the call from behind that echoed to fade. I take you all with me. The crimson red cheeks of the blushing eve. The moody moons peep into water serene. The dream that fell and broke. The dream like the teardrop. I take you all with me. Content, grateful to receive. Having received, there it flows, my journey. Thank you, dears. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful, ma'am. And again, a beautiful piece that you have presented. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Very touching piece. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming. Please keep coming and share your brilliance.
Every time. I'll try my best. Thank you, meeting everyone, my dear Paul, Jennifer, Whitaker, all those people. It's nice, Gargi and all, meeting you all. It's just, what a camaraderie, poetic camaraderie you host, dear President. Best to
Thank you,
them.
ma'am. Please welcome Dr. Radhashri.
I am very much thankful to all the participants as well as the convener, Mr. Prasanna Kumar. Today I am reciting an English poem, that too a symbolic poetry. I am passing through a land which is a barren land. When I am passing, I have noticed this is the land when it was a fertile land where I was born. Not only me, but my ancestors were also born here. At that time, it is a fertile land. It has got so many flora and fauna, flowers, trees, giving shade and help and livelihood to so many people. But now, in the passage of time, all the trees have gone. Now only weed is becoming everywhere. In that weed, I have seen small insects with shellfish, dwarf insects having so many titles, and they are changing their loyalties from one end to another end. So I want to again have that fertile land. I want to destroy all the weeds. I want to destroy all the harmful insects. And I want to make this barren land again into a fertile land, which will give shade, which will give shelter to all the needy people, which will make all the society happy. I am doing this work. This is the symbolic poetry. That means the country is once it is a good country, but because of all the selfish, dwarfish people, these are all selfish people, are like insects. We want to remove all those things, all those people, and again establish our great traditional culture. This is my poem for this week. I am very much thankful to our Prasanna Kumar for giving me this opportunity. He is always kind enough to give me an opportunity. And this time I have rendered a symbolic poetry in English. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Such an honor to have you on our show. I have got a poem written by Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur. Of course, she is not present today. She couldn't make it today. She's got stuck up with some traffic issue or some internet issue. So I'll be reading out her poem. When no one understands me. When no one understands me, I understand what it is to be a lone traveler on a lone boat out on the choppy sea. The storm inside rises with the tide. It's lonely with no one on my side. Yet as the moon waxes and wanes, I begin to see the calm sea deep inside me. In life's lone boat, I'm a lone traveler. This knowledge makes me free. If no one understands me, I have understood me. That was by Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur. That was, and here is mine. Let us see how it goes. Beautiful is the relation that deals with the emotion, that which tries to console each other's feelings, that which tries people to glue to each other with fascination, that which breeds no contempt or hatred towards each other, that which spreads affection and see each other surviving on the elixir of faith, that which showers love in each other's heart and make one another rely, leaning on the shoulders during laydown, that which blesses each other with an eternal concoction of harmony to thrive in camaraderie. Thank you. That's the end of the piece, my dear friends. Please stay tuned, and you could come on every Sunday, same time, with the same link, except yours. And let me remind you, there would not be any recital on coming Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanna ji, for giving this opportunity.
Sir. Thank you, Mana. You always encourage us with your, I don't know how, I always wonder how you, instantly, comment on each member's poem. I wonder how do you type and you send out your comment or, reaction. It's amazing. Maybe it's your faculty of, maybe listening and typing. That's just kind of, oh my God, it's a great
He's
quality.
very good at it. He's very good at it. I always appreciate being here, Prasanna. Thank you so much for having and hosting and going the extra mile that you must walk that.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Indeed, we thank you, Prasanna. Look after your health. Very important 2025. Be careful. Eat well, drink well, sleep well.
Thank you. Bye, sir. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.